Hello, my beautiful, beautiful soul family. Welcome to day 3 of Re-Bootcamp. Actually, welcome to day 2 of Re-Bootcamp. I was just working on the notes for day 3. Wanted to just get really excited about your success for committing to yourself, to be here for these. And thank you so much. And remember, I'm giving away a pretty awesome prize, and I'll tell you tomorrow what the prize is, but I'm giving away a prize for watching either in person or on hashtag replay. You want to put I'm in or hashtag replay into the comments, and we will get you into the prize drawing on, we'll actually be doing the prize drawing on Friday and let you know. I have something very special I'm going to announce for anybody who has been watching that I'll announce tomorrow that is going to be free for you. So if you haven't been watching live, 6 o'clock on Thursday, we will do a fun live giveaway and announcement. So the person who actually wins we're going to give until 6 o'clock on Friday to watch the last video, because I do know that we have people from all over the place watching these at different time zones, and it isn't always the most easy. 6 o'clock just works for me as a good time. And that's something I kind of want to talk about on today's video on day 2, is that your success needs to work for you, not for everyone else. One of my big teachers, Lisa Tony, she's been a friend, a mentor, a teacher to me over the years. And one day I was trying to make everything work for every single person on the planet, and I was giving absolutely no consideration to what worked for me. And she said, "Do you believe, Michelle, that you can put yourself first?" And my answer was absolutely no. My belief was that I had to serve every single person in the way that they needed to be served. And here's what I want to tell you. You can have it any way you want it, without guilt. Michelle's favorite law came actually about, I guess it's been about 4 years now. Gosh, time is just swinging by, because this happened in 2019. And so I guess that's 4 years ago. I had this big, huge epiphany download. I lived all of my life, I was taught the golden rule of treat others as you would have done unto you. Treat others as you would want to be treated. So every time I made a decision, whether that was someone asked me to do something, loan them money, give them something, give them my time, my love, my take the truck to help them move, whatever it was, the answer was always if someone had asked me to do that, would I do that? Would I want them to do that for me if I was asking? And so I was a yes girl, and I'm still a yes person. I think I serve the world more than most people I know, because I love being in service. I love the joy of helping people, and like, it's truly my pleasure to do things for people. And there's a word called compersion. I don't know if you know it, but the word means to find joy in other people's joy. And so, or to find happiness in other people's happiness. And I truly have that. So I've always wanted to create happiness, but without being codependent, without being creating a distress for me. The way you want to do it, and this came straight in like a download, unless it hurts you. So do unto others as you would have done unto you, unless it would hurt you in some way. And that happens. So let's take a couple examples of what I mean. If you were asked maybe to help someone move, and you would be like, yeah, I would be thrilled to do it. And then they say, can you help me move on this particular day? And you like were exhausted, you worked all weekend, you had something coming up the next day, there was like 3 hours that basically you needed to sleep or rest or do your laundry or whatever, then it was okay to say no, because it would take away from you. And if you are the one asking to help someone, you wouldn't want them to have something taken away from them by helping you. So I actually only want to help people in the way I would want to be helped. I would never want it to harm someone to help me. Same thing with giving, like loaning someone money. If you were with this particular new process, you would think, okay, well, I could loan them money, but maybe that money was earmarked for me. Maybe that's rent. And so I would have to find more money by the time rent was ensue. So I would never want someone to help me with money if it was going to take away money from their life. But if, let's say I have the money, it was maybe sitting in a bank account, or it was there to help, and I would happily be able to give it and it wouldn't harm me, then I would loan or give someone money. So it's always about, would it hurt me? Would it, like, I would never want someone with a bad back picking something up for me. I would never actually want, the kind of person I am, I wouldn't want someone to harm themselves in the helping of me. When you harm someone in the helping of you, that's codependence. That's narcissism. And most people don't mean, most real people, most of the time, do not want that. So in general, when you're looking to help someone, you want to help them only as much as is healthy and happy for you. So when you are saying yes, check in for yourself whether it is truly good for you. Really check that self yes. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. What is your current self yes? Do you have a real idea of what your physical body means when it says yes and no? So we have like these tensions when someone asks you something and your no is no. It is like tight. I want you to feel your yes. I want you to actually do that with me right now. Your yes should be like, yes. So close your eyes, take a really deep breath in, and just say, this is my yes, and see what your body says. And then take another deep breath and be like, this is my no. And see what that does to your body. That's an inner yes and an inner no. When we are people pleasers, when we are too much yes and not enough no, we exhaust ourselves, and there's nothing left for ourselves. There is nothing left to give to ourselves. In fact, I had a conversation earlier today where there are places in my life where I lost myself in the need or desire to please others. And what I want you to do in this moment is imagine calling all of your soul fragments back. Imagine calling all of your pieces, parts back. All of your identities into your wholeness. And saying yes to you for a moment. What does that feel like? And in fact, we're going to do a little energy practice where I want you to imagine bringing all of your soul fragments back in. Imagine from everywhere, every place, every time and space, you're returning yourself to you. And this might be different identities of you. Maybe you had a hat that was doing one thing with one person and something different in another. Maybe you have different identities at work and play and at your hobby and with your family. Imagine bringing all of your soul self back together in this moment. So calling yourself back, and then all of the energy that you can pull back from everyone around you that has been asking for your help, you've been sharing energy with, maybe somebody you've been worried about or concerned about, and you've been thinking about them. Bring all of that back into you and just imagine and allow yourself to be in the energy of recreating yourself whole again. Just imagine yourself, all the rips and tears in your aura. We're actually doing this as a practice. Imagine rips and tears in your aura. Imagine that everything around you is sealed up and there is only you brought back from anywhere and everywhere. There could have been anything lost. All of your attention, you and you. And then the second part of this would be everybody else out of the pool. Everybody else's hooks. Imagine letting go of any of the weight off the necks and shoulders. Imagine releasing anything off your waistline. Imagine anything being pulled out of your back, out of your mind's eye, other people's voices, other people's projections, the weight of the world being lifted off your shoulders and the monkey off your back. And just like shake your head and imagine just lifting your head up slightly with your jaw to the sky, and imagine that there's just a flood of cleansing energy washing away and clearing anything that isn't you, any soul fragments, oaths, connections, contracts, anything that isn't you being released into the seventh plane light of love to be reclaimed, just you and you, me and me, everybody else out of the pool, everybody else out. And I want you to just really connect to your wholeness. What would make me happy right now? What would make me grateful right now? Who am I? If everything were already going my way, and remember it is, what would that look like for me? What would the true joy look like for me? What would my happiness be? And I want you to claim it. Today's message is claiming your happiness, releasing your promises. So if there is something in your field that needs to be released, an oath, a vow, a promise, an agreement, something that is no longer in alignment for you, release it right now. Just imagine letting it go in a hot air bubble, letting it be released into time and space. This is you and you, reclaiming you. What makes me happy? What makes me deserving? What makes me desiring? What makes me happy? What makes me whole? And I just want you to see yourself whole soul, whole happiness, whole health, whole everything. Because when we're looking for freedom, that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for wholeness, our personal self wholeness. So I want you to claim it right now. Claim that you are worthy of putting yourself first. Claim in this what your true desire is. So now that you're all in you, this is going to be the hard piece of today's home play, is what is your true desire? If I said you could have it any way you want it, if you could have life any way you want it, what is your true desire? What would you like it to look like? And playing on that last video, adding to that perfect day imagination, what would be building on to that perfect day? What would be required of you? What would the essence of you be if you were living your life from that frequency? If you were living your life from your perfect version of you. And if you haven't watched the first video, you can always go back to the Monday's video. But imagine right now, what is the perfect version of you? What is his or her frequency? What does she claim? What does she require? What does she require to be a friend? What does she require of his or herself? Maybe there's some commitments you have to make. Maybe that version needs to spend some time writing. Maybe that version of you needs to retire from that job and live your dream entrepreneurship. Maybe there's a version of you that is required to actually get up in the morning and go to the gym, or go to the gym after work. Maybe there's a part of you that has been hiding out, serving others instead of serving your true dream and desire. So I want you to find that version of you that's hiding out. I want you to call that part of you right here to the forefront and be like, who are you and what do you require? And see if that inner yes, that inner voice also has an inner set of knowing what is your next step. What is your next sacred commitment? What is it that you're being asked to step fully into your highest frequency? What is it that you are getting as you've got back to your basics? You are getting back to yourself, getting back to who you are. You get to have what is your true ultimate desire, and what is it that you truly want to live as your day-to-day experience. And what is required is now a devotional practice, a sacred commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your desires, to your goals. And I want you to get really clear on them, because we're coming into Mercury retrograde. We've all been feeling it. There's definitely Mercury goes retrograde on Friday. So, you know, we've all felt the little bumps and bibbles and bobbles. So this is going to ask you to get really clear. It's in Libra, so it's going to ask you to get clear on your relationship with yourself. There's going to be 6 planets in retrograde. You've got the 9/9 activation on Friday. You've got a full moon between Friday and Sunday, peaking on Saturday night. And so it is asking you to be crystal clear. And so I'm giving you a few days. Today's Wednesday. I am asking you to get crystal clear on your feelings, your desires, what you want, and wash away, cleanse, remove, and move out of what everyone else wants for you, what everyone else desires you to be, what everyone else expects you to be, needs you to be, wants from you. And I want you to get really, really clear on how this works for you personally, how what you want is coming forth on this sacred and powerful week. Really allow yourself to believe in yourself. And that's pretty much tomorrow's topic, is believing in yourself. But today is about, what do you desire? What is your higher self calling you to? And letting go of the obligations and the commitments that aren't really yours. Okay? So hashtag I'm in, hashtag replay. Once you've watched this video, we've got one more video. And so tomorrow night I will give everybody the big announcement. Essentially, if you are live tomorrow, you're getting something very special. So 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, we're gonna do the final wrap up of my give back. But I see a lot of you here. Hello, I love you. And it is so nice to do these videos and see all your faces. I see Abby, and I see, wow, I see a lot of you. People I haven't seen. Brenda, wow, hi. And Rose, I can't read them all. So I'm super gloriously happy to have you here. I'm shooting from Madeira Beach. This is my clarity on my manifestations, is that I have every intention of moving beachside when the right frequency happens. So what is it you're manifesting? What is it you're living? What is it you're doing for your dreams? In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow. And I have one unique opportunity that popped up today. Last night I was brainstorming, what's my next box? Because I know some of you have bought my magic boxes. And if you haven't, they're a lot of fun. They're there's somewhere between $100 and $200 every time. And this time it's $150, and it is themed around Halloween. So it's going to be witchy things for the Halloween season. I've already started purchasing things, so if you're interested, I'm only going to do 10 of them. So if you want that, get in quick, because I have run out almost every time of my limited supply. It's just something I do for fun. I love to make these things and collect these things and basically be your personal shopper. So it's got a lot of value in it. In fact, you're getting more value than, it's the only way to basically get something I have handcrafted and made. Usually it's got a combination of things I purchase and things I use, but I guarantee it's going to have a classic spray mister with Egyptian essential oils, and I guarantee it's going to have a handcrafted Egyptian oil roller bottle. So it's going to be a good box, I promise. I can just feel the witchy in the air. I can feel, even though it's this beautiful, gorgeous beach day, I can feel the turn in the energy as we come into the fall, as we come into spooky season. So I just wanted to let you guys know, limited supply, because I've already sold 2. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Don't forget to live magically. Don't forget to make sure you make your comment if you want to be included in the special prize. And you've got to watch all 3 videos: Monday's video, Wednesday's video, and Thursday's video, to be eligible for the free prize. And I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again at 6 o'clock tomorrow.